The lights are brightest in the heart of the sports and entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Players Era Championship and the final game of the night between the UNLV Runnin Rebels and the Maryland Terrapins. Welcome inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Wyatt, Touchet, and Jeremiah Skillman here courtside. Both teams with experienced head coaches in their first season with the program. So let's start with head coach Buzz Williams and the Maryland Terrapins. They're riding a 3-game winning streak, and 5 players are averaging double-digit scoring. This Maryland squad is highly talented, Jeremiah.
Yeah, Wyatt, I agree. This Maryland squad is great. They're a great team. They have players that are going to score. They have players who are going to go to the rim and attack the rim and score. But I don't want to sleep on the UNLV Runnin Rebels. We might not have the numbers up, but I think we play as a unity, as a team, one by one player at a time, one by one. And our bench depth is what helps us and saves us a lot, Wyatt.
Under head coach Josh Pastor, the era has started a little unusual, unlike we're accustomed to for normal basketball seasons. And what I mean by that is they've been hit with the injury bug. Multiple players, Miles Shea, Emmanuel Steffen, and the list goes on and on. One of those guys, Isaac Williamson, has made an impact. 2 games back-to-back in double-digit scoring for the true freshman. And as we take a look at UNLV, they're riding back-to-back wins for the first time this season. And the biggest test tonight against their toughest opponent so far this season against the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I do agree. But like you mentioned, Isaac Williamson, I love him. He's a great player. He's been a great addition, addition to this team and their impact and how they've played as a team. Him being that true point guard, giving Longhorn that expansion to go shoot the rock where he originally came to UNLV to do. And just giving these players that had to play the point guard, just giving them that release to go and score and get shots up and just shoot the ball and play basketball. You know what I mean, Wyatt?
A lot of faces that we've seen from the Runnin Rebels. Draven Gibbs, Longhorn, Howie Fleming Jr., Kamani Hamilton, Isaac Williamson, and the list goes on and on. So many top performers that have showed up in different times in different games. Who do you expect for the Runnin Rebels to show up here tonight?
Today, you might not agree with me fully, but I'm going to go with Isaac Williamson. I think he's going to come and he's going to play that true point guard position like we mentioned earlier, because in film, they're going to be like, oh, Gibbs Longhorn, oh, Howie, oh, Tyron Jones, oh, all these players. But they're sleeping on Isaac Williamson, and I think that he's going to come, he's going to play that point guard position. He might not get as much points, but I expect a double-double or a triple-double possibly from him.
Isaac Williamson, the true freshman from Moreno Valley, California. He's averaging 17 points per game, 2 steals, and shooting 48% from the field. This kid has been electric and has been very raw in talent. Let's look at the other side for Maryland. They got a lot of guys that are lethal and not going to hoop. Who are some of the guys that you look at like, man, they're going to be a top performer tonight here on the Strip?
100%, Wyatt. I think David Colt coming back, I mean, he's coming off of 41 points. He's coming off of 41 points. I mean, I don't think he comes out and does that again. I think UNLV stops him from that. But Farrell Payne coming back from injury, I think he comes out, he gets about 20, 25 points. He makes an impact for Maryland this game. And, you know, him and David together, I don't know how that's going to look. It's going to look dangerous, but I think UNLV has to contain him and stop him.
Tip-off is right around the corner, so let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. Starting out with the Scarlet and Gray, UNLV Runnin Rebels in the backcourt. Draven Gibbs, Longhorn, Howie Fleming Jr., and Isaac Williamson. And to complement that in the front court, Kamani Hamilton and Tyron Jones, who's making his first start of the season. Now on the other side for Buzz Williams is Maryland Terrapins. In the backcourt, Darius Adams, Andre Mills, David Coit, and now in the front court, Elijah Sanders and Farrell Payne.
Yeah. No, Wyatt, well, I know how you mentioned about Tyron Jones' first start. I mean, Tyron Jones coming off the bench has been a great impact for the Runnin Rebels. Tyron Jones coming, he's been a blocker. He's using that length. And the crazy part is he's a true freshman, you know, from Las Vegas, but he has the wingspan, the length, the arm, and he has the scoring ability to go to the rim, go score a bucket, go get to the rim, go give a bucket, but he has it on the defensive side as well. And I really love that about Tyron Jones.
And the tip-off with Tyron Jones against Payne in favor of UNLV. So they'll start off the first half here. Jones at the top to Fleming Jr. Handoff on the left wing. Looking down low, driving left side. Now pulls it up at the left elbow, kicks it out. Hamilton for three. Fouled on the shot, and he's going to go line and shoot three.
Yeah, that was a good shot selection. He saw the player come in to foul him. That was pretty obvious we saw the foul coming. But I think that the UNLV Rebels need to space it out on that play. You know, they need to get more open and be more spaced out to get more shots and get more abilities, because we could have scored in the paint on that one.
And the foul is on Coit, his first personal. So Hamilton's first free throw attempt is no good. This season he's been shooting 73.1% from the line. An early foul here.
Wyatt, another issue for the Running Rebels is free throws. Free throws have hurt them a lot this season. You know, we saw earlier in the season, they missed free throws, and that cost them the game earlier, two games, I think, earlier in the season, that they should have won if they just knocked down at least 20% more of the free throws that they missed.
And so far, Hamilton missing both. His third is good, so only getting 1 of 3 free throws here. And so UNLV leads 1-0 with 20 seconds ticking down from this first half.
Yeah, I think defense needs to play good defense, play solid defense against this squad. This squad could shoot. This squad could take it to the rim. UNLV's defense needs to step it up. We've seen them versus other teams, versus getting shots out, not getting shots out, but they need to attack rebounds as well.
Mills for three, no good. Rebound Gibbs Longhorn. We saw that 1-3-1 from the UNLV defense just now. Hamilton from the left wing, no good. Rebound Mills.
Well, I'm not mad at that shot. He's taken 2 3-pointers. Those are his only attempts this game. But, I mean, they're open. You can't get mad at an open 3-pointer. You know what I mean?
No good there from Adams from beyond the arc. Rebound there, UNLV in transition. Jones, Euro stepping, no good. Blocked by Mills, going the other direction.
That was a good block. I'm not going to lie. But Trey Jones should have went and dunked it.
Adams loses the ball, poked out by Fleming Jr., and now Gibbs Longhorn pushes the ball up. Williamson, right corner, driving, pump fakes, floater, no good. Put back dunk, no good by Jones, fighting for the rebound.
We gotta score. I mean, we've had way more opportunities to score right now. We're 0 for 3 on field goals right now. We gotta score the ball. That's the only way we can win the game.
And Mills on the left side strikes first for the Terrapins. They lead 2-1 here with 1:45 off the clock. Now Fleming Jr. from the left wing. Screen from Jones. Dribble. Backdoor, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Williamson pump fakes, one more pass. Gibbs Longhorn, right corner, no good. Rebound Fleming Jr., second chance opportunity. Has some contact, falls to the floor, and it's a travel call on UNLV.
Yeah, I mean, Fleming Jr. got to be more aggressive. He got to be stronger in the paint. These guys, Maryland has some beasts down there. Ready to give you that brick. You know that feeling when you run into a brick if you ever played the game of basketball. So, Fleming Jr. got to be more aggressive down low, and the whole Rebels as a team needs to be more aggressive, and they need to get to the rim.
Sanders to Coy on the left wing, about 5 steps back from the line. This 1-3-1 from the UNLV defense, applying great pressure here on the on-ball. Left side, Coy with 6 on the shot clock to the middle. Lost ball, turnover by Maryland. Transition here, 3-on-2. Gibbs Longhorn on the right side, off the glass and in.
Our defense is doing the right job. Our defense is getting stopped. Our defense is playing solid, great defense. They're in a 1-3-1, but we got to be able to score off of those. That was our first bucket in transition that we've gotten at about 2 or 3 steals. We got to score on the rest of those. This score is 8-2 if we score on those.
3-2 here. Coy from the left side. Deep three, no good. Rebound there by Hamilton, pushing it up. Now Gibbs Longhorn on the right corner, guarded by Coy. Now Fleming Jr. over to Hamilton, who gets it to Williamson on the left corner. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Good ball movement here from UNLV.
I mean, the Rebels are playing. They're playing good basketball. We're just taking too much shots. We're taking too much 3-pointers. We need to go to the rim. We need to go get layups. We need to go get fouled. We got to go and play real men basketball.
And Fleming Jr. missed the 3-pointer, and a foul on the ball by Williamson, guarding Andre Mills. That's his first personal on Williamson.
Yeah, I mean, Williamson, I think he's a great addition, like I've mentioned earlier as we started talking. But I think he needs to he needs to take control right now. He needs to slow us down on offense, take a deep breath as a team, and set up an offense, set up a play. Just get us in that momentum that we need to go to the rim and score.
Sanders jumper no good, but put back by Adams to regain the lead for Maryland. 3.5 minutes down here in the first half. And a half-court press from Maryland. Williamson on the right side. Above the arc, screen from Jones, going left, and an offensive foul call on Tyron Jones. That's going to be his first personal on the screen.
I didn't see that one from up here, but ref has better eyes, better vision than me. I'm not going to go against that call. I think we need to be more solid because those are the mistakes. Those are the little simple mistakes that really affect us in the long run through the game and affect us towards the end of the game. And whenever it's a close game, you can't be having those little tiny mistakes because that leads to points.
Coit for three, no good. Rebound Mills, second chance opportunity. Ball's thrown away. 2-on-1 opportunity. Williams lobs it up. The slam. Hamilton throws it down.
That was a bang. That was great. I think Kamani Hamilton with that bang right there. The assist by Isaac Williamson, I think that gives us tempo. We need to keep it up, get another stop on defense, score, and then just start something.
And a foul down low on Tyron Jones, his second, guarding Payne on the entry pass. And with that foul, we're going to step aside here for immediate timeout. 15:44 remains. UNLV leads 5-4 here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Welcome inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. UNLV Runnin Rebels are up 5-4 with 15:44 remaining. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman here courtside. Runnin Rebels have scored 4 points off turnovers, and they have been doing a good job trying to get out in transition and run with it. Now on the flip side, something they've struggled all season long is trying to stay out of foul trouble. Tyron Jones has 2 tonight.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with that, Wyatt. I mean, in transition, with transition, if we can score off transition, great. But we still need to be able to set up a play, set up the offense, because we've had turnovers. We've had rush plays off of transition that we could have avoided, and we could have avoided those problems.
Tyron Jones will sit, and coming in for him is Logi Dembele, who missed last game due to an injury. Stolen off the inbound. UNLV has the ball. Gibbs Longhorn bringing it in transition. Crossing over. Spinning to the left side. No good. Just short. Rebound there by Adams in transition.
Yeah, that was a good defensive stop we needed. I mean, we just got to be able to score like we've mentioned, and we got to score on transition, got to score on stops. All these little stops that we're getting now, we need to take advantage of them so that they can help us in the long run towards the end of the game and just in situations where we don't need them.
Payne down low, trying to make something happen, but Dembele's defense is too much. In transition, Williamson, left corner. No good, just off the mark.
Hey, our three-pointers is not knocking right now, Wyatt, but eventually they're going to keep going. I'm saying taking these shots because they're good shot selections. They're not bad shot selections. We just got to take them and they'll eventually start falling.
UNLV 0-4 from beyond the arc to start this game. Just 5 minutes down here in the first half. UNLV leads 5-4.
Yeah, both UNLV and Maryland are actually 0 for 4 from the three-point line. We just got to be able to knock them down. We got to take advantage of those shots that we're getting and all the opportunities to score that we're getting, Wyatt.
Miles Rice, the junior transfer from Indiana, coming in for Darius Adams. Left side, three-pointer, it's good. Isaiah Watts for 3.
Yeah, those are the shots that we can't let happen. That was a free shot. Nobody was even near him. He was on an island by himself.
Gibbs Longhorn over to Fleming Jr. from the left, driving to the right side. Almost falls down through the contact, and he's fouled down low. And that's going to go against number 2, Miles Rice.
Yeah, Wyatt, that's what I was talking about earlier whenever I mentioned UNLV running Rebels. We got to run to the rim, attack the rim, get the foul calls. We just got to be able to knock down free throws now because knock down free throws, we keep going to the rim. That eventually will become major for us in this game.
And that's Watt's first foul. Correction, it was not Rice. Fleming Jr. makes his first free throw at his first trip to the free throw line tonight. This season, 87 from the line. He's been very efficient. Only scored 12 points last game against St. Joe's, but made 4 of 6 in that matchup. Second free throw up and good, converting both, and a tie game here at 7 apiece with 14:35 remaining from the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Yeah, for Fleming Jr., I mean, he knows his role. He knows how he has to play. He knows when he needs to go and score. He knows when he can relax and sit back and let others work.
Coit for 3. He buries it. Splashes that one here. Takes the lead again. Maryland 10-7. Now with 3 of their own, UNLV. Fleming Jr. puts it in.
Reminds me of the park when you say match it, match it, match it. As Fleming Jr. just matched the three-pointer. Gives them good momentum, keeps the game tight, keep the game close.
6 minutes down here in the first half. Pump fake from Coit in the left corner. Kicks it out. Down low. Intercepted. Going the other way. Dembele with good hands. Now Williamson, left side, driving. Double teamed. Kicks it out. Hamilton to Dembele. Now they're going to slow it down. Dribble handoff. Williamson on the left side. Gets it down low to Hamilton. Posting up. Offensive foul. A little too strong. Smart play there by Miles Rice to take the charge.
Yeah, I mean, with Kamani Hamilton, he needs to avoid getting in foul trouble. That's one of his biggest weaknesses is him getting into foul trouble because that affects him. That affects his player, his moment. It messes up his mindset, and it messes up the team. The squad, they really rely on Hamilton throughout the game, and him getting in foul trouble early really hurts them.
And he will be subbed out for Walter Brown, the Kiwi coming all the way from New Zealand, playing 5 pro years down under, making his first appearance here tonight.
Yeah, Walter Brown, he's a great addition for this team. We just got to find his shot, you know. Once Walter Brown finds that three-pointer, he's going to be great.
Quarter 3, no good from Watts. Other side, Gibbs Longhorn. Over to Fleming Jr. now to Williamson on the left wing. Dembele for 3. No good, nothing there.
You know,
rebound by Maryland.
That looked like a rush shot there, Wyatt. That just looked like he didn't want to. The shot clock was still high. I don't know why he rushed that shot. They could have waited their time, set up a play, and went to the rim and scored and possibly got fouled or just an easier and more reliable shot.
Rice at the top of the key, down low, intended for Sanders, throws it away. And another turnover here for Maryland. Coming into the game for UNLV, Al Green and Nos Cunningham for the first time tonight. Draven Gibbs Longhorn going to take a rest, and so is Howie Fleming Jr.
Yeah, Wyatt, I really want to point out Dembele's his work in the paint on defense today. I mean, he's got 2 blocks, I think. His 2 blocks now. He's been having stops. Just deflections have been really a good addition for him. He's also getting good rebounds. I think he's killing it down low for the paint.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham left side, pull up Jay, fouled on the baseline. And it's going to be his first trip. Foul is going to be on Watts, his second personal. And he's now in foul trouble, so coming to the table will be Andre Mills.
Yeah, that's a great shot selection. As I've mentioned, the Running Rebels need to go to the paint, go get shots, good shots. It was good shot selection, and even better because he got the foul. You know what I mean? And as a player, that's what you look for. And we just got to knock our free throws down and take advantage, like I keep mentioning it. And I'm going to keep mentioning it play after play, because that's just really killed the Running Rebels throughout the season, is just not knocking down free throws.
Cunningham coming to the line, shooting 78%, makes the first. So far through this game, before this trip to the line, UNLV as a whole has been 3 of 5 tonight. And Cunningham makes both, regaining the lead for UNLV 12-10 with 12:30 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, I want to talk about Cunningham, because a lot of people are talking about tomorrow's game where he plays Bama, but I think he's focused on this game, and he's just gonna play the game just like it's any other game. You know, you can't have the mentality of, oh, I got to get my get back from last season. He's just playing it as a game, and he just needs to get fired up just like any other game.
And Rice might have had his attention elsewhere as he turns the ball over. UNLV with the possession, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham, left side, over to Dembele, hands it off to Williamson, driving down the middle, stolen in transition as Mills on the right side, passes it off to Payne, kick out, corner three. No good, in and out, tip back is in. Good hands there by Alston.
Yeah, one thing I've realized this game is Isaac is not being aggressive going to the paint. You know, we've seen him be aggressive and go straight to the paint and go to the rim like a beast, but this game he has not played like that.
Dembele from the right corner tries the hop step and gets the floater, but he's called for a travel, going too fast. Tied at 12 apiece, 11:41 remaining here in the first quarter. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebel basketball on Rebel Sports Net. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net. Wyatt, Touchet, and Jeremiah Skillman currently tied at 12 apiece with 11:41 remaining here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena for the Player Era Championship Tournament here in Thanksgiving week. A lot of action. UNLV facing Maryland. Tomorrow they will be playing Alabama, who just lost to Gonzaga just moments before UNLV took the court. And now on the offensive side, Maryland with the ball court. Coit to Mills on the right wing. Over to Alstott. Now Adams with the ball, driving right side, guarded by Cunningham. Halves it off. 20-foot jumper, good by Alston. Tyron Jones looking for the dribble handoff, gets it to Brown. Passing it around. Green straight on. No good off the back iron.
Yeah, those extra passes, though, 5 passes. Ball movement is very key for the Rebels. That was a great shot.
Now Adams over to Alston, down low. Payne gets the shot up and in over Jones, and they regain the lead.
Yeah, Pharrell Payne's going to be dangerous down low in the paint without Hamilton down low. It's going to be a battle between those two, but I think that Tyron Jones has to step up for them.
Cunningham's three's no good. Rebound Gibbs, Longhorn floater, no good. And Jones goes up for the putback, and a foul is called on the rebound. And it's going to go against Darius Adams.
Yeah,
Andre Mills, team's 4th foul. So Jones is going to go to line and shoot 2.
Yeah, I know for Coach Pastner, I know he's sitting there on the bench. He's like, okay, we got him kind of in foul trouble right now. We got to take advantage of that. We need to go to the rim. You know, that's the message that has to be going on in the huddle during the timeout. It's go to the rim, score. And we see that now after the timeout. We've seen that. And I think that the Rebels need to just keep going to the rim and keep scoring, and it's gonna go their way.
UNLV has struggled from the line with Tyron Jones, only 48% from the line. Misses his first one here. Second one's up and good, so we'll split that trip to the line, cutting the lead to 3, 16-13, Terrapins lead.
Yeah, the Rebels totally, all season long, has free throws. And we emphasize that, you know. We emphasize, make free throws, make your free throws. But it's just something's not handling. It's not working because they're not knocking them down still.
Mills, corner 3, no good, hits nothing. Rebound there by Fleming Jr. 10-13 to go here, about halfway in the first. Hamilton driving, misses the shot, out of bounds on Kamani, and it'll be Maryland ball.
Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, Wyatt, attack the rim. Eventually it's going to work. It's going to work in your favor. Eventually the buckets are going to come. The points are going to come. Everything's going to work out. Just gotta keep attacking and keep going, and don't let the miss interrupt the momentum.
Halfway through the first, ball out of bounds by Mills, looking for the corner man. Adams unable to do so. On the court for Maryland, Adams, Mills, Coit, Sanders, and Payne. And for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, and Williamson.
Man, Wyatt, I really want to point out our defense. Rebels' defense has been good. We're getting a lot of stops, a lot of rebounds. We're killing it on defensive side. We just got to transition the defense into offensive ways.
And Payne with the on-ball foul on Williamson. That's going to be his first personal. Payne this season has been balling out. He is 8 points away from 1,000 career points. He has 992 heading into tonight. He already has 2 points here, so 6 away.
Wow, that's a major milestone, you know what I mean? That's something that you got to be proud of, you got to be happy of. It's going to be a big factor for him.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Fleming Jr. with the ball. Reverse tip in by Hamilton, and it cuts the lead to 1.
Hamilton being there for backup just to support your team, that just shows that he's ready. He has that fight in him. He's ready. We all got to be there. This is a great game.
Coit's pass to Payne too high. UNLV recovers. In transition, Williamson driving left side. Ball poked up by Mills, and it'll stay here with UNLV.
Isaac he's trying to go to the rim. He's trying to find his groove. You know, I'm watching him and I'm seeing he's trying to find that momentum and that groove to get to the rim and just be a true point guard.
Rice and Alston coming in for Payne and Coit. Maryland leads 16-15 with 9:10 remaining in the first half. Fleming Jr. with the inbound pass to Williamson. 20 seconds on the shot clock here for UNLV to operate and try to regain the lead.
Yeah.
9 minutes to go here, 13 on the shot clock. Williamson at the top of the key, jabs right, spinning left, goes back to the right side. Dirk fadeaway, all good, nothing but net.
That was great because you saw Isaac hold the ball at the top of the key and let the team set up. You know, we saw Gibbs in the corner. And then we saw Tyron Jones in the paint just trying to be aggressive and get the ball. And then Isaac just goes to the rim, and that's what we need.
And a 3-second violation on Sanders, the former Mountain West player playing with San Diego State for 2 seasons and now is in Maryland under head coach Buzz Williams. UNLV on the offensive end, 8:30 to go here in the half. Gibbs, Longhorn driving, picks up his dribble on the left elbow, kicks it out. Williamson with 15 on the shot clock. He's going to work. 10 seconds to go. Driving. Pass it off. Hamilton with the slam.
Hey, that was the Magic Johnson eyes. That was beautiful eyes that you saw because, honestly, I didn't even see Kamani Hamilton down there. But for Isaac to get that pass through all those defenders was just beautiful.
Adams fouled on the ground, too aggressive by Hamilton. And head coach Josh Pastner slams his hand on the scorer's table. And the referee is going to give him his first tech of the season, even though Coach Pastner was upset with Kamani Hamilton with a bonehead foul.
Yeah, I mean, in general, though, I would be upset, too. Kamani Hamilton his issue has been fouls all season long. And him getting a stupid foul, a weak foul, it doesn't help the Rebels. And as a coach, one of your best players, one of your key factors in this game, and as a team, just fouls. Of course, I'm going to be upset as well.
I mean, Hamilton and company had Adams trapped deep in the right wing near the sideline, near the out-of-bounds marker, and he jumps up trying to get too excited, trying to cause a turnover, and Adams goes to the line to shoot 2 technical free throws, makes both, so now it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, I mean, that's another mistake that I mentioned earlier. I was mentioning these small factors, these small mistakes, these small key details is what really will hurt the Rebels through this game. And that's another one of those mistakes that'll hurt them.
So now on the court for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, and Williamson. And for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Mills, Sanders, and Payne. Inbounding it for the Terps, Rice. With 20 seconds stop right here on the shot clock. 8:01 remaining in the game clock in the first half. And UNLV leads by 2, 20-18. Rice looking for the inbound pass, guarded by Hamilton. Gets it off to Adams in the corner. Now gives it to Mills. Payne operating from the top of the key. Some ball movement here. Adams over to Rice. Back to Adams, pump fake, driving down the middle. Floater, no good. Rebound, Payne, he takes a spill, hits the hardwood, and a foul called.
I don't agree with that one, Wyatt. That foul, there was four players just going to the rim, trying to get the rebound. At the end of the day, you can't call a foul for them trying to be aggressive. You know what I mean? As a coach, you tell players, be aggressive. But this is what kills players. I know it killed me as a player whenever coach would tell me to go be aggressive. I go out there, be aggressive, and I get a stupid foul, and now I'm out the game because of a dumb foul that I was just trying to be aggressive, Wyatt. You know what I mean?
The aggression is going to take us to the timeout. 7:45 remains, 19-18. UNLV leads here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here at the Players Era Championship Tournament in Thanksgiving week. You're listening to UNLV Running Rebel Basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman here courtside. UNLV leads 19-18. It's been very intense. Coach Pastor got teed up for an aggressive just strike to the scorer's table in frustration to a foul call.
Yeah.
But they've had some good come out of this game so far. They've caused 10 turnovers for this Maryland offense, who averages 13 a game. So forcing 10 turnovers in the first half is tremendous, and they've scored 12 points off those turnovers as well.
Yeah, I mean, our defense is killing it. Our defense is getting stops, and they're making the Maryland team get the turn over the ball, and that's a key factor, and that'll help the team. Because like you mentioned, we have 12 of our 19 points off of turnovers. And we got to keep scoring off of those to keep the game going and keep the momentum going. But at the same time, we also missed a couple of opportunities that we should have to score on these turnovers. Because this score I think the Rebels should be up by like 10 maybe like 8 if we just scored.
With that being said, going to the line is Payne for the first time tonight. Payne averaging 18 points per game this season. Only missed one game. And from the line, he's been 87.9%. Makes one, so 19-18 here. UNLV leads by 1, 7:37 remains. Hamilton left corner. Backing down, kicks it out. Fleming Jr. on the wing. Gibbs Longhorn from the right corner. No good, rebound Mills.
You know, I'm not mad at that shot. Gibbs Longhorn, he likes that shot. He's going to that corner. He has about 2 or 3 shots from that corner specifically. He likes that shot, and it's going to start falling soon.
Now Payne on the right wing. Guarded by Jones. Puts him down and slams it emphatically. Looking like Shaq.
Yeah, that was a big man slam, you know what I mean? We all love a big man slam.
And Tyron Jones trying to get one of his own. He hits the deck. Payne with the rebound.
You know, Tyron Jones has been he's been playing aggressive in the paint, though, no matter what. He might not have scored in the paint as much as he should have, but he's still going there and being aggressive down low.
Some physical play here. Mills hits the deck. Ball's out of bounds, and it will stay with Maryland as they lead 20-19. 6:43 remains here in the first half.
Yeah, we were talking about Tyron Jones in the paint. He's 0 for 4 field goal range or field goal percentage in the paint. I mean, we got to knock those down, but keep being aggressive and keep going to the rim. They'll eventually start falling, like I've mentioned.
The true freshman Alex Alston coming in for the senior transfer from Virginia, Elijah Sanders. And so Rice will inbound the ball for the Terps. Kicks it out, open corner. A little ball movement here, no shot taken. Now Mills at the logo. Payne on the left elbow, guarded by Gibbs Longhorn. Looking to back him down, picks up his dribble. Mills on the outside with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, Payne loses his dribble. Ball loose on the ground, whistle blows. And it's another turnover for Maryland.
Yeah, that's another turnover, and that's great for our defense. But I want to mention, and I think Coach Passner's thinking the same thing. You know, I think great minds think alike, and me and Coach Passner are thinking alike right now. You know, their guy right now is Payne's in the paint. We know he's down low. He's their main guy. Every time another player gets the ball, they look for Payne. And I've realized that from up here, and I think Coach Passner's thinking the same thing. And we slow him down and stop him, and it really helps the Rebels.
Senior transfer from Northeastern, Colin Metcalf coming in the game for Payne. Williamson loses the ball, stolen by Rice. One-on-one, left side, pump fake, no good. The double clutch, unable to get it to go, but the ball's tipped out of bounds by UNLV, so it'll stay here with the Terps.
Well, you know, that's actually a good stop. Because if you think about it, that would have been an easy layup, an easy lay that we don't need right now. You know, getting a stop gives us another opportunity to get a better stop.
Off the foot of Metcalf, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover there for Maryland, and it's UNLV ball. That's their 12th turnover of the first half.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love how our Rebels are playing defense. I think I've always mentioned defense wins championships because that's always how I grew up. That's what I was always told. And I think that that'll really help them win this game.
Now Williamson on the left wing. Over to Fleming Jr. Passes it over. Gibbs Longhorn from the right side. Splash! Regains the lead here inside the Garden Arena. UNLV 22-20, less than 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, Wyatt, I mentioned Gibbs Longhorn's going to keep taking those shots. Those are good shot selections that he keeps taking. They're going to eventually start falling. That one fell. Now he just got to keep it up, get the momentum, get another stop on defense, and keep the momentum rolling for the Rebels.
Mills left side tries to drive, kicks it out. Coit, slow pass, recovered by Watts on the baseline, kicks it out. Good ball movement. Mills to Coit with 4 on the shot clock, ticking time. And a travel call on Coit. Another turnover, back-to-back possessions for the Terps.
Yeah, that's great. And, that's beautiful. And that's what you look for as a coach. I know that's what you when you go into practice and your game plan is turnovers, defense, get turnovers, score on turnovers, and that's what's happening right now.
Fleming Jr. double teamed near half court, gets the ball up. Hamilton blocked but fouled on the shot.
Yeah.
And so he's going to make his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, attack the rim. They're going to start falling. You're going to go to the free throw line. Now, that brings us back to the other issue that we've mentioned many times, free throws. We got to score on our free throws. We got to take advantage of these free throws that we're getting.
Tonight, Hamilton is 1 of 3 from the line. UNLV is 6 of 9. Foul is on Metcalf. That's his first personal. Hamilton makes his first for this trip. So that gives us a 23-20 lead for UNLV with just 5:01 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, like you mentioned for the turnovers, he made Maryland have 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes of turnovers, and as a coach, as a fan, that's just what you love to watch your team do and produce. But also as a player, I know these players that gives them a spark.
Hamilton converts both, so UNLV leads by 4, 24-20, less than 5 minutes to go. Coit for 3, no good, just misses the mark. Loose ball, blocked by Jones. Watts gets the ball at the top of the key. Coit, another effort, no good, in and out, loose ball, and a foul called down low. That's going to go against Sanders.
Hey, beautiful block by Jones, but I want to call out something small and tiny that not much people would see, and that was Isaac Williamson. He was in there. He was in the trees. You know how they call those the trees down low?
Yes, sir.
He was in the trees, and he was going to get rebounds. And this stadium is jumping now. All you're hearing is Rebels.
Rebel Nation making their appearance here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We're just down the street from the Thomas and Mack Center. And so Jones going to the line to shoot. 1 of 2 tonight. Has not been a reliable free throw shooter this season, but he converts the 1-and-1, so he'll get a second opportunity here. UNLV takes a larger lead by 5, 25-20. 4:40 remains here in the first half.
The thing for me, and I want to point out for Jones, is he's not a scorer. He's not a player who will come and you get 25, 30 points. He's not much of a scorer, but he does his job on defense with blocks and rebounds. And he knows his role, and that's amazing to know your role as a player. And as a team, you always look for that role player, and everybody needs to play their role.
And he makes both. Last game against St. Joe, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Turnover here. Hamilton transition, underhand, smokes the layup. Rebound by Mills. And it's going the other way for Maryland.
Yeah, that was a bit of a rush layup. He wanted the dunk for sure, but then he saw the players coming. But
good ball movement. Watts just off the mark, short there. And a foul called on the ground. Mills and Williamson fighting for the rebound. And it's going to go against Mills, his second personal. And it's the team's 9th foul.
Yeah. Wyatt, I want to mention your Rebels are on a 7-0 run in the last minute 45. Or 43, sorry. But that's great. And also to see Isaac down there. But also we have Maryland in the bonus. We got to take advantage of that, get to the rim, score free throws. Free throws. I'm going to emphasize that probably all season till they get more consistent and more better with their free throw shooting.
Williamson 70% from the line, misses the first, unable to get the second on the 1-and-1. Rebound there by Saunders. Going the other direction now. Maryland with 4 minutes to go. They trail by 6. Now Coy on the right wing. Couple feet back from the line. 15 on the shot clock. 1-3-1 look from the UNLV defense. It's now Alston. Gets it over to Watts on the left wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Adams, 5, gives it up to Coy. Step back, fade away, 3. Just off the mark. No good. Rebound Jones.
Like I mentioned, Jones knows his role. He's going to be down low. He's always that player where Jones is down there somewhere. That's what I think of when I see Trey Jones.
Williamson driving left side, off the glass and in over Saunders. What a shot.
Yeah, that's a beautiful layup. That's something that you practice. Those aren't easy. Off the glass, he perfectly fit that in, and just beautiful.
9-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes here. Saunders down low, guarded by Jones. Pump fakes, right hook, it's in.
Yeah, before that hook shot, Maryland was 0 for their last 7 field goals. But I think that's an advantage that the Rebels need to take advantage of and go and use that.
Less than 3 minutes to go here in the half. Backdoor pass, no good. Tyron Jones says that was tipped out by Maryland. But with that break, we're going to step aside here. 2:46 remaining, and the Runnin' Rebels lead by 6. Happy Thanksgiving week here from Las Vegas, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman. The Runnin' Rebels lead by 6, 28-22, with 2:46 remaining in the first half over Maryland. And a large portion of that has been the turnover battle. They have forced Maryland 14 turnovers. They typically average 13 a game, and they've forced 14 in the first half and scored 17 off those. So that's been a huge reason why they've been leading for almost 9 minutes total in this half.
Yeah, no, 100%, Wyatt. That's true. And, you know, as a coach for Maryland, that's something that you have to go over and you're like, ooh. But as a coach for the Runnin' Rebels, Coach Pastner, he's like, yes. You know, they both have 2 different reactions. And, you know, that's how the game works. But as a coach, you don't like that, to see how much turnovers you have now. versus the Rebels when it should be the opposite.
Fresh out of the break on the court for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, and Williamson. Saunders down low, blocked by Jones. That one goes out of bounds. And for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Watts, Saunders, who just got blocked, and Alston.
Yeah, man, I mentioned earlier Trey Jones knows his role. He's a role player. He's a key role player, though. He's not just a regular role player who will come and three-point here. No, he's a key role player on the defensive side, and he really sets the tone because his defensive stops really set us up for offensive possessions.
Saunders from the left elbow, no good off the back iron. Rebound Adams, second chance opportunity here. Clock resets, stolen. Fleming Jr. in the passing lane, Jones with the ball. Fleming Jr. now at the logo. Less than 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. Guarded by Saunders. Fleming Jr. spinning, kick out. Gibbs Longhorn from the corner. In and out, just outside, and rebound Saunders.
Trey Gibbs Longhorn, you know, him in the three-pointer right now, he's 1 for 4. 3 of them are in that corner.
And Alston with the turnaround jumper from 4 feet out gets this game into 4-point territory. UNLV leads 28-24, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Hamilton, left baseline, looking to pass, holding on to the ball, trapped, gets it to Gibbs Longhorn just in time. 10 seconds on the shot clock, driving right side, off the glass and in.
Hey, that's how you come back from a 3. You go to the rim, you know, and then eventually the 3s are going to start knocking down. But keep going to the rim because that's what's working, you know what I mean?
Rice on the right elbow to Alston. Now Adams from deep. No good off the back iron. Rebound Williamson. He's looking to push the pace, unable to find Fleming Jr., who cuts to the hoop.
I think Adams likes that shot, though, at the top right of the key because he's taken that shot about 3 times. And eventually those are going to start falling. And the Rebels need to stop letting him get so open.
1 minute to go here in the half. Williamson, left wing. In and out, no good. Foul on the ground. And it's going to go against Saunders. That's his second personal.
Yeah, that brings Maryland into double bonus. The double bonus, you know. And that means instead of 1 and 1, he gets 2 shots no matter what. And as a player, as a coach who's going against that, that's something that you don't like, you don't want. You don't even want anything near that because that could really affect you. And there might not be too much time, but you could make something work and make something switch within this minute while in the double bonus.
Tyron Jones coming out, Lodging Dembele coming in. First free throw no good from Fleming Jr. He has been excellent this year. His career best 87 from the line. Only been averaging just under 70% career total. And misses both free throws. Lodging Dembele with the rebound, loses it. And now Maryland has control with less than 50 seconds.
Yeah, Dembele was aggressive for that rebound, and that's all that matters. But we should have scored on that, but you know what I mean. You can't get too mad. Being aggressive is all you could ask.
UNLV leads by 6, 30-24, 35 seconds remain. Adams driving down the middle and fouled in the paint on the ground. And it looks like it's going to go against Isaac Williamson for his second personal.
Yeah, that's just something you don't like. You know, that's another dumb foul. And that brings them into 1 and 1. That brings them into the bonus. But, yeah, the Rebels are one foul away from the double bonus.
Fortunately, there's only 32.8 seconds remaining. Adams misses it. Rebound, second chance opportunity for Maryland's offense to try to cut this lead. They're down by 6, and a timeout here from Adams down the stretch. If you're head coach Buzz Williams, what's going to be the message? What's the game plan? What are you scheming up for this final potential last possession of the half?
What I'm saying right now to Maryland right now, what I'm telling them is don't turn the ball over. Do not turn the ball over. Play, just wait. You know, you have 13 seconds on the shot clock. That's plenty of time to set up a play and get to the rim or get a shot knocked down. But do not turn the ball over. But if you do turn the ball over, or if the Rebels do get the ball, do not foul. Double bonus. Rebels are in double bonus. You do not foul in a situation like this to put them on the line for 2 free throws. Automatically 2.
Currently, Maryland has 10 fouls as a team, UNLV with 9. The Runnin' Rebels have 4 timeouts left, Maryland with 3. 25.5 seconds remain, and a 12-second difference between shot and game clock. The Scarlet and Gray lead by 6, 30-24, and fresh out of the timeout, Buzz Williams' Terps are going to come out and try to get a bucket here and break this lead down to a 1-score game.
Yeah, and it's possible. It's definitely doable, but as a coach, you just tell your boys to relax and be calm. Do not stress too much about this play.
1-3-1 defense here. Alston in the corner, kicks it out. Coit pump fakes, 10 on the shot clock. Rice from deep, buries it. 30-27, cuts it to 3. 14 seconds remain, and UNLV will have the last shot here. Screen from DeBelly off the left side. Gibbs Longhorn picks up his dribble. Fleming Jr. with 4 on the clock, driving right side. Off the glass, no good. And the clock expires. And as we head into halftime, UNLV leads by 3, 30-27.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great first half. Beautiful first half. The Rebels took advantage of the turnovers that they made and created. They took advantage of those opportunities and scored on them, and that's why they have the lead right now. Could the lead be bigger? Yes, if they knock down free throws. The Rebels were not the best free throw shooters this half, not all season in general, but it'll come eventually. Just don't worry about this half. At the end of the day, when the players come back out for the second half, the score is 0-0. Restart, refresh. You cannot let this half affect the next half.
Both sides with very experienced coaches. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half, who comes alive and who comes out on top. UNLV leads 30-27 heading into the halftime break. Welcome back here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena for the Players Era Championship. Here in the Las Vegas Strip, the UNLV Runnin Rebels lead by 3 at the end of the half, 30-27, and we're moments away from the beginning of the second half. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah, Skillman. To give you some context of this series, of these matchups, we got to go back in time all the way to the 70s, and the most recent matchup where it gets two legendary head coaches for UNLV, Jerry Tarkanian, and for Maryland, Lefty Drizzle. The last game between UNLV and Maryland was in the 1986 NCAA tournament in Long Beach. Wow. That game was the final Maryland game for both the great Len Bias and legendary head coach Lefty Drizzle. UNLV won 70-64, and they lead the all-time series 4-1, and they're leading here at half. Jeremiah.
Yeah, I mean, history. And, you know, it's always beautiful to see where the original, where everything started. You know, I'm not a fan of history class, but I am a fan of hearing, like, how stories are created, especially in the sports industry and the sports. And for two teams to have great history back and forth, it's just like, you can't not like it. You can't deny it. It's just beautiful, and you got to love it.
One of the focal points we've been talking about throughout this entire broadcast, but you can't ignore it. The points off turnovers and the turnovers made by Maryland. They have 15 turnovers at the half, and if you're now just joining us, they average 13 turnovers a game. Yeah. So in the first 20 minutes of play, they've done what they usually do in 40 minutes, and UNLV has capitalized 17 points off those 15 turnovers.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what UNLV has to take advantage of, and they need to stay in the game, and they need to stay on momentum with that. And I wasn't in the locker room or nothing for the halftime, but I'm pretty sure that's what Coach Pastner emphasized. He emphasized that we're winning rebounds, we're winning the foul battle. We need to start using that to our advantage and go score. The score should not be this close right now.
So as we take a look at who's on the court, Maryland will start with the ball first. Adams, Mills, Coit, Saunders, and Payne. And for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, and Williamson. And they come out in that 1-3-1. Payne down low, asserting his dominance off the right side and in.
Yeah, Payne in the paint. Payne in the paint. He's a beast.
Down low, Jones with an answer of his own. Go ahead, partner.
Yeah, no, you're beautiful. That was beautiful. They went shot for shot, bucket for bucket, and that's something that you can't hate. You got to love it. It makes the game more intense, makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that's something you have to expect here. Offensive foul on Saunders. That's going to be his third personal. But that's going to be something we're going to see down the stretch in the final 20 minutes of this game. It's a 3-point difference. UNLV leads 32-29, and we're only 30 seconds in, and we're seeing blow for blow. It's going to be close down the stretch here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about it. And, you know, we're in Vegas, and we didn't mention UNLV was 3.5 underdogs coming into this game. And the score right now is 3 points. But I don't know. There's theories, but I don't know. But this is just crazy.
Williamson splashes that one straight on, extending the lead to 6. And he gets it off and buries it with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot from Isaac. I mentioned earlier, Isaac knows his role. He knows how he has to play. And whether he has to pass it or he has to get a shot off, that's something that Isaac does well.
Payne on the left side, kicks it out. Adams driving, blowing by, no good. Rebound, Gibbs, Longhorn, 2-on-1 to Williamson, back to DJL, and he loses the ball out of bounds and a turnover there for UNLV.
You saw Che Gibbs Longhorn. He put that finger up. He wanted to slam. He wanted to alley-oop that thing. Isaac was just looking for the easy layup. He wanted to just give a nice little bounce pass to get the layup. Gibbs Longhorn wasn't looking for that.
Scores 35-29. 90 seconds have passed here in the second half. Maryland with the ball. Coit over to Mills on the left wing. Back to Coit. Now back to Mills. And they're playing a little hot potato. Payne down low. Left hook over Jones is good.
You know, that's what Payne's going to do, and that's where his strong suit is. But I love how Coach Pastner isn't moving Kamani Hamilton down low because he knows Kamani will get in foul trouble. He's leaving
Dre for 3. Buries it. extends the lead to 7 now, the largest for UNLV.
Beautiful. The Rebels have looking like they're more awake. We're not getting defensive stops this half so far, but we're getting rebounds.
And a rebound there by Hamilton off the missed 3 from Adams. Dre driving right side, kicks it out. Williamson, right wing, no good. Heat check there from Isaac.
Yeah, that would have been, I think the whole stadium would have went like, oh, if he got that one down.
And on the right side, Mills, no good, but fouled on the take.
Yeah.
And so he's going to go to line for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Trey Jones was not sitting. He wasn't strong. Tyron Jones, excuse me. He wasn't strong down low. He was moving his feet, and that's why he got the foul call. If he just stayed still, it would possibly would have been a charge. But he wasn't disciplined, is what they say.
3 personal fouls on Jones now. And at the line is Mills. Free throw is good, so he has one more after that one. Mills this season has been 65.2%, below average on what he has expected so far this season, but a perfect 1 of 1 on his first trip to the line and make that a perfect 2 of 2. So that score is 38-33. UNLV leads by 5. 17-25 remains here in the second half.
Yeah, the Rebels right now just need to slow down, relax, and just play their game and just set up a play, set up an offensive play, set up an offensive possession.
Hook, no good by Hamilton. Rebound there by Coit. And Maryland's going the other direction. Quick pace here. Adams, left corner 3. Splash! Cuts the lead to 2. 38-36. Dre going up, and he's fouled on the take by Payne. He tried to baptize a man, and that's Payne's third foul.
Hey, what I'm going to say about that drive from Gibbs Longhorn is he saw it was a one-on-one. He saw that I need to be aggressive. From the top, he went straight in there, and he went aggressive and powerfully to get that foul, and that really helps them.
That's a good take there by Dre to put Payne in a situation. The refs have been blowing the whistle a lot, been aggressive, and calling a lot of fouls. We saw both teams in double bonus by the end of the half. Gibbs Longhorn makes that first free throw, now 39-36. And it's been something you've been saying all first half. You have to be aggressive. You have to attack the paint.
Yeah.
And it's good to see the ball go in from the free throw line, but you're able to attack. That opens up the opportunity. You're getting rhythm, and you're able to make shots from beyond the arc. And we saw that early here in the second half already.
Yeah. Wyatt, I want to emphasize right now, this is like the most important time when free throws really matter. As we come into the second half in a close game, and the refs are blowing that whistle, fouls, you got to be strong on the free throw line.
And a foul there on Tyron Jones. That's his 4th, and he's in extreme foul trouble. So Laji Dembele will come in for Jones. He has 4, so he's going to sit down for a long time, 16-44. And this is no stranger to what UNLV has faced all season long with foul trouble.
Yeah, but that really affects the Rebels Tyron Jones is powerful. He's a big impact for this squad, especially on the defensive side and the rebounding side. So that really affects the Rebels, but like Coach Passner always says, next man up.
Coit on the right wing, looking for Payne, barely gets it off, dangerous pass. Payne cooking down low, step through, and it's a travel. So a turnover here early for Maryland, and it's UNLV ball.
Yeah, another good, powerful turnover that we needed. The Rebels need that. Like I keep saying, Isaac needs to get the ball at this and relax, be calm, stay calm. This is your squad. You have the tempo right now. Shot clock's at 30. Just be relaxed, play your game, set up something, and just play ball.
Payne coming out, Metcalf coming in, Dre from the left corner, splash! Extends the lead back to 7, and he has 15 on the night.
Hey, like I said, Isaac needs to relax. He found Dre in the corner. And on this side, when in the first half, Dre was looking for that corner shot. He found that corner shot over there in the other corner.
Coit with the missed 3, Dembele with the rebound, and a foul called down low on the rebound. And it's on Metcalf. That's his 2nd personal. 3rd team foul here. 16:09 remains. UNLV leads by 7, 43-36. Williamson bringing the ball up on the right side. Guarded by Alston, kicks it out. Hamilton, no good. Looked off from the start. Rebound, Fleming Jr. barely gets it off over falling down. Williamson now on the right wing, 15 seconds on the shot clock, driving down low. Kicks it out. Dre trying to cook side to side, driving, hits the deck, and it's going the other way.
Hey, Dre's being aggressive. He went to the paint. He saw the opportunity to go in there. So shot clock was going down. I'll take that. He was looking for the foul. He knows the refs are blowing that whistle. Why not go and try to get the bucket?
Going to get the bucket. 43-36, 15:46 remain here in the second half from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebel basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net. If you're now just joining us, the Runnin' Rebels lead 43-36, just 5 minutes down here in the second half. One of the key contributors, Dre gives Longhorn 15 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from deep, and 2 of 2 from the line. This guy has been reliable all season long, and once again, he's doing it once more.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as a fan, this is nothing new for Dre. I've seen this in the Thomas and Mack. I've seen it on the road when they played, and it's just how Dre lives. And whenever he came to UNLV, this is what Coach Passner wanted. And honestly, him not playing the point guard and being a real shooting guard, which is what he came to be, him just getting those shots off have just been amazing and beautiful. And he seems more confident, and he's been a real contributor. Whether he's point guard or not point guard, he's been a great contributor and key piece for this Rebels offense.
And it's a late game here. Maryland traveling across the country. It is currently 10:40 local time, 1:40 Eastern time. 15:35 remains here in the second half. Coy on the right wing, driving, kicks it out. Adams from the left side, no good. Off the front, 2 Rebels fighting for the rebound. It ends up in Alston's hand, and a second chance opportunity here for Maryland.
Yeah, that's when you got to call ball, mine, or same team.
And Adams drives the left side and able to find a pocket, lays it up and in, cuts the lead to 5. Williamson trying to cook, spinning. The whirlwind blew the ball out of his hand, stolen there by Coy, and a foul called in the backcourt on UNLV.
Yeah, that's another dumb foul. That's a foul we don't need. You know, that evens the foul count 3-3. As last half, the Rebels were up the whole time in foul count. Now it ties it up and gives the game more of an intense feel.
In the corner, Alston, right side, gets it over to Coy on the wing. Backdoor pass, Watts able to land safely. Goes up over Dembele, no good. Ball tipped up in the air by Saunders. Watts come down with it. And he's on the right baseline, kicks it out to Alston, finds Adams, left corner. Splash! Cuts the lead to 2. 43-41, UNLV leads.
Yeah, I'll tell you, after coming out of that timeout, Maryland has came aggressive. Maryland has been aggressive since that timeout. Maryland has came, and they're ready to play now. But the question is it too late?
Hamilton at the top, over to Fleming Jr. on the right wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Off-ball foul. Watts hits the floor and is face first on the hardwood. Foul on UNLV's Isaac Williamson. That's his third personal, and he's going to sit down. Nos Cunningham coming in. Actually, they called on Watts. Fighting down low with Dembele. Too much contact down low.
Yeah.
Williamson only with 2 fouls. He did not pick up his third there. He does still go to the bench, and Nos Cunningham coming in. Hamilton driving with authority. Throws down the hammer.
Yeah, one thing though, Wyatt, is we haven't seen much of Nas this game. He's played about 2 minutes this game, and that was in the whole first half. We haven't seen much of him. But the Rebels' 6-man rotation this game has been tremendous, though. So I think Coach Pastor's mindset right now is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Alston, dangerous pass, stolen by Fleming Jr. Dre in transition, contact, no foul. Rebound Watts. They're going to look to push the pace here quickly off that rebound.
Yeah, Dre was looking for that foul, and you know we all were. But the refs are letting the men play real basketball, and you can't be mad at that one.
Very physical play, 45-41. 13-20 remains here in the second half. Adams at the top of the key, loses it. Fleming Jr. picked his pocket, behind the back pass. Cunningham slam. Highlight play there by those two.
No, 100%. And that gives the Rebels momentum. The Rebels need to carry that slam off of a steal. You got to carry that slam into the momentum, and then you got to keep running off of that. Play off of it. Get another steal. Get another transition dunk. Dunk after dunk after dunk just brings the crowd alive. You know, they were sitting back a little bit after being up. The crowd is up now. You can hear it in the stadium again. What are they chanting? Rebels! It's loud in here again, Wyatt.
And the Rebels are running into the break, up by 6. 13:05 remains here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. The Runnin Rebels lead 47-41 with 13:05 remaining. Here courtside, Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman. Defense has led to offense.
Yeah.
25 points off the turnovers, and that has been a huge reason why UNLV has stayed ahead for the last 18 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, 100%. Defense leads to offense. Defense wins championships. I mentioned it earlier. That's just something I live by in the sports that I played. That's just what I've always told. And it's really showing that the defensive stops that the Rebels have made is transitioning into their offensive points.
Fresh off the break on the court for Maryland, Rice, Mills, Watts, Saunders, and Payne. And for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Dembele, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., and Cunningham. And a traveling call on Mills right out of the break. Another turnover. That's their 20th of the night.
Yeah, I want to mention, though, that Maryland is looking for Payne down there. They're looking for him down low, but Dembele just put the beast on him. They were just having a paint battle down low, and that would led to that travel, and that's a stop that you love to see.
Cunningham left baseline, jumper no good. Rebound Saunders gets it up ahead to Mills, one-on-one against Dre, driving right side. Take is good off the glass.
Yeah, beautiful offensive transition and score from the Maryland.
Gibbs, Longhorn spinning, passes the ball, corner, Cunningham, driving, no good. Rebound, Rice.
You know, Cunningham needs to be more patient. He needs to relax a little bit. You know, we've seen two.
Payne down low and fouled by Dembele. Sorry, partner. That's
No.
the second personal on Dembele. Go ahead.
No. That was beautiful. I mean, you got to call that. You got to talk about that one because Dembele and Payne have been having a battle down low. So for a foul to be called, for it to finally be called, and after watching them be physical down low and be beast and just fight for that paint and know who owns the paint is what they're going over. And, you know, you just can't hate on that.
When you take a look at Payne before these free throws, he's been averaging 18 points this game. And so far, he only has 8 with 12 minutes remaining here in the second half.
Yeah.
And his second free throw up and good. Splits that one. And so UNLV only leads by 2, 47-45.
Yeah, I think the Rebels just need to relax, be slow, and just kind of waste the clock, but not, you know. Just let the game come to them. Just be relaxed. Don't worry about a bad shot selection. Just play your game.
Payne comes out. Watts comes in. 14 on the shot clock. Williamson at the top of the key. Gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton to Fleming Jr. Pump fake. Driving on the baseline. Kicks it out. Hamilton right wing. No good. Rebound Mills. Fights through contact. And Belly hits the floor. And now Rice in transition. Kicks it out. Mills left wing. In and out. No good. Rebound Dembele.
Yeah, this is when you just got to relax and just let the game game. You know what I mean? You can't really rush it.
Williamson floater, nothing but net. Beautiful shot there from the true freshman.
And that's what I'm talking about. You know, Isaac just let the game come to him. He didn't rush that shot. He saw the opportunity. He saw a beautiful floater. And he let it get off that wrist just perfectly, and it was nothing but net. Like Curry.
Kick out, Alston. Over to Rice. Deep three. Cuts it to a one-point game. UNLV 49, Maryland 48, 11 minutes to go here from Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was good defense as well, just better offense.
And a carry there by Hamilton, a costly turnover, and the momentum shift has taken here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We're going to step aside. UNLV leads by 1. Welcome back here inside Las Vegas, the sports and entertainment capital of the world. And we have a great show in front of us in the last game on the slate here inside MGM Grand Garden Arena for the Players Era Tournament. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman, and some breaking news coming out of Maryland earlier today. Olympic gold medalist Quincy Wilson announced his commitment to the university. He is the youngest male U.S. Olympian in track and field history. And we have seen the Terps here run the floor tonight in the last few possessions, and they only trail by 1.
Yeah, no, I saw that as well, Wyatt, and it came to my attention that he is actually really fast. I didn't know, like, I'm not big on track. I didn't know. I don't know too much, but I've watched him, and I've heard about him, and I've heard about how fast he was and how much he impacted he would be. And he's a major name going to Maryland, and they have a lot of major names over at Maryland.
With that being said, 10:55 remains on the court for UNLV. Gibbs, Longhorn, Dembele, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., and Williamson. And for the Terps, Rice, Mills, Watts, Saunders, and Payne. And it's Maryland ball fresh out of the break here. Rice on the left side looking down low to Payne. Gets it over to Saunders. Now Mills on the right wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Rice now on the left wing. Gets the screen from Payne. Little crossover, step back three. No good, just short. Rebound Dembele.
Dembele and Ferreira still down low having those one-on-one battles, and, you know, you got to love it.
Fleming Jr. on the baseline, gets it to Dembele. Back to Fleming Jr., left wing. No good, he falls down, wanting contact. And a box out by Watts, putting a UNLV defender, that's Williamson, into the camera operators. And a three-pointer by Mills, buries it, and they regain the lead.
Yeah, that's just something you don't want to see. The Runnin' Rebels need to just relax. They need to relax and play their game how they've been all game. They can't let this one go this late in the game.
And they lead for the first time since the first half, 51-49. Maryland's ahead. Floater up by Dre, and he ties the game at 51 with the little "you're too small" gesture. And with that, a timeout by the Runnin' Rebels. So we're going to step aside here with less than 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Tied at 51 here on Rebel Sports Net. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Wyatt Touchet and Jeremiah Skillman. Back and forth action here for the final game of the Players Era Championship of Day 1. The last game on the slate for tonight. Tip-off was at 9 o'clock, so that meant on the East Coast it was midnight, and it'll be the first time in history since 1930 that the Terps will have 2 games in the same day. And with that being said, it's tied ball game at 51 apiece. 9:47 remains here in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt, this game has been back and forth, battle after battle, and I love it. I love to watch it. I love talking about it. It's just been such a great battle, but the Rebels should really be up. You know, the Rebels should be.
And the drive left side from Rice is up and good.
Yeah, it should not be this close. The Rebels are starting to let up and give up, and they got complacent, and that's what really hurt them.
Corner three, Williamson hit and shot, no good. Rebound Payne.
Yeah, but this is what I was mentioning when I was talking about how the Rebels need Tyron Jones, because Tyron Jones is a leader. He's a rebound machine on this team, and he's a defensive playmaker. He makes defensive stops, and I think him getting in foul trouble has really affected the Rebels' defense. But also, Kamani Hamilton hasn't been in a couple of minutes, so both of their best rebounders and shot blocking defenders are out of the game right now due to foul troubles. So I think that's really helped Maryland and really affected the Rebels deeply and compassionately with their defense.
Payne going to line, makes the first fouls on Dembele. That's his third personal. So Tyron Jones, who is in foul trouble with 4, comes back into the game. 5 fouls, and he will have fouled out. He has to be cautious here with 9:05 remaining in the second half. Second free throw from Payne is good, giving the Terps a 4-point lead. Adams comes in, Mills comes out.
Yeah, Tyron Jones has to be super smart, super strategic with how he's going to play defense this game, with this half, and he can't get no more fouls. One more foul will really affect him, as he'll get out the game due to fouling out.
4-point lead for Maryland. Williamson dribbling the ball on the right side. 15 on the shot clock. Guarded by Saunders. Has yet to pass the ball. Now baseline. Fleming Jr. 10 seconds. Backing down. Rice. Spinning. 5 seconds. Dunked by Jones. Cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about, though, with Tyron Jones. He knows his spot. He knows where he needs to be. A lot of his buckets and his points come from him knowing being at the right place at the right time from these guards giving him the ball.
Adams at the top of the key. 1-3-1 from UNLV's defense. Adams on the left wing looking to shoot. 10 on the shot clock. Dribbling it to the right side. Saunders to Coy on the right corner. No good. Rebound Fleming Jr. almost steps out of bounds, and it's UNLV ball.
Yeah, Walter Brown had great defense on that. That was a great contest from Walter Brown. And we don't talk much about Walter Brown. You know, he hasn't made that impact that we've all been expecting for him as a Rebel.
Gibbs Longhorn deep 3, no good. Rebound there by Rice. As you mentioning Walter Brown, he had his best game of his collegiate career against St. Joe's not too long ago. 10 points, 3 rebounds in 23 minutes. Stepped up big as UNLV had foul trouble.
Jones has to be very smart right here.
Payne spinning, fouled by Brown, hard. Jones hits the deck, but the foul will be called on Brown. And with that, immediate timeout with 7.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Maryland will have free throws on the other side, 55-53. You're listening to Running Rebel Basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net. It's a late one, 11 o'clock local time here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena, 2 o'clock Eastern. And Maryland leads 55-53 with 7.5 minutes to go. And Jeremiah, we were just speaking over the break. UNLV's foul trouble has paid dividends for the Terps here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, earlier in the first half, we were talking about how the Rebels were taking advantage of Maryland being in the double bonus and being in the bonus so early in general. And now it's looking like it's transitioning. It's kind of like a full circle where now Maryland has put UNLV in the foul trouble, and UNLV now has 7 fouls versus Maryland's 4. So now that gives Maryland the opportunity and advantage to have that mentality to go to the rim, because they're, no matter what, they're in the bonus, So now the Rebels need to do what they have to have the mentality of stop fouling, and we need to put Maryland in the foul trouble now to even it out a little bit and make it less of an advantage for Maryland to end this game.
Playing a lot smarter. They still want to be aggressive, but with great insight. And with that being said, they've been outshot from the free throw line almost by double. Maryland has 18 free throws to UNLV's 10, and they've been able to score 4 more points, 3 points from the line. And when you take a look at this game so far, UNLV has won the turnover battle, the points off turnover. They've lost the free throw game and the rebounds. They have dominated UNLV on the rebounds, 38-26. And it's going to be interesting how it shakes out here, 55-53. 7.5 minutes remain, and it's going to come down to the final shot.
Yeah, we've seen all day, actually. I've been here for the last 3 games, and the first game before the last one, before the Alabama game, was Syracuse versus Houston, and that game went into overtime, and it was close the whole entire game. And then the last game was I don't remember.
Gonzaga, Alabama.
Yeah, Gonzaga, Alabama. That was a pretty tight game as well. So all games today have been tight and close, but the Rebels got to come out with this one.
Payne splits the trip to the line, so it's only a 3-point lead for Maryland, 56-53. Tyron Jones is in foul trouble. He is on the court. He has 4. Fleming Jr. to an open. Williamson, left wing, no good. Rebound there by Payne.
You know, you can't get mad at that shot, though. You know, that's a beautiful shot. He has it open at the top. Well, the wing. He has a wide open 3-pointer. You can't even hate on that shot. That's a good shot. Just got to execute now.
Adams on the right side, guarded by Gibbs. Longhorn picks up his dribble. 10 seconds. Payne down low, 1-on-1. Makes it look easy. Gets the bucket. Extends the lead to 5.
Yeah, can't let that happen. We got to score. But at the same time, we have time. Relax.
Open Williamson kicks it over to Jones.
To go and score.
Spinning. Throws the ball up, misses, rebound Payne. Ball poked out from behind, but recovered by Coit. And a slippery slick spot there on the hardwood under the hoop. And so the referee blows the whistle so that the ball boy can mop it up.
Well, that wasn't the problem, actually. The problem was Payne's shoe came off during the play. So it was a little slippery. So that's why they cleaned it, but Payne's shoe was off. So they had to stop the play.
Good look, Jeremiah. Thank you for that. On the court for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Coit, Saunders, and Payne. Corner 3, no good from Adams. Rebound there by Jones. Giving it up to Williams. On the court for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Williamson, Fleming Jr., and Jones. Ball's out of bounds. Tipped, and it will stay here with UNLV.
Well, you know, one thing I want to mention and put emphasis and structure on is how Maryland, they have 2 people back now. They have someone back at all times so that UNLV doesn't get those transition points that they were getting in the first half that really gave them that tempo, those dunks, and those buckets that they needed. And now Maryland has somebody back there just to help them so that those don't happen anymore.
And it was actually a foul called on Saunders. He picks up his 4th. Williamson, hop step, no good. Rebound Payne. So Mills subs in for Saunders, who has 4 fouls. 6 minutes to go here. Maryland leads by 5, 58-53. Blocked by Jones. And as he rebounds it, he steps out of bounds on the heels of his foot, hugging the referee in disbelief.
Yeah, that's all right, though. Beautiful block. Beautiful block. You cannot get mad at it. That was good stop because now that stop could lead to another steal. We just have to take advantage of that stop and not let them score. But Isaac comes out the game. Walter Brown's in the game now, but that gives Isaac just a time to relax so that he can get back in his game whenever it's crunch time for the Rebels.
And that was Jones's 3rd block. Payne kicks it out to Coit. Coit asking for the screen to the left side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Adams backing down Brown, losing the ball, and a foul called on Gibbs Lawhorn, and he is in disbelief with that call.
Well, Dre Gibbs Longhorn, he has 2 fouls, so that's not a big issue for him. But I don't think he was going for the foul on that play. He was going for the ball, but that puts them into the bonus. That puts the Rebels in the bonus. 1-1 now. So now Maryland has an advantage that will hurt the Rebels if they don't if they don't properly use what they need to.
Maryland is in the bonus. Adams at the line makes the first, so he'll get a 2nd free throw on the 1-1. He has been 3 of 4 for the night, including that made free throw there. Going to the scorer's table is Watts. Adams' 2nd free throw is good, now 4 of 5. And Watts is coming in for Coit. Maryland leads by 7, 60-53, their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, they're playing ball, and They took advantage of what UNLV was slacking in, and they used that to their advantage, and now they're up by 7.
Backdoor pass stolen by Rice. Intercepted Jones there looking for Gibbs. Longhorn in transition now. Adams on the right wing gives it up to Rice. Looking to make something happen. Driving left, pulls it back. Now Farrell over to Mills. Now back to Rice on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Adams pulls it from deep. No good. Loose ball. Rebound Watts on the right corner.
Yeah.
Guarded by Jones.
It's slowly but surely getting away from the Rebels.
And a foul called on Hamilton on the ground. And Adams is going to go to the line.
Yep, that's another foul you don't need. Another foul that's not needed. Another foul that really affects these Rebels. It really hurts them because now it just gives them more free throws. And the thing is, Maryland is able to execute on the free throw line versus UNLV, who can't really execute on the free throw line.
So with that foul from Hamilton, he has 4. So 2 Runnin' Rebels have 4 personal fouls. Hamilton and Jones. Al Green subs in for Howard Fleming Jr.
And
Adams makes the first free throw on the 1-and-1.
And to mention your 4 fouls from 2 of the best defenders, the best rebounders on this Rebels teams. Those are the 2 players that have 4 fouls, and that really hurts the Rebels because now it makes them not want to be as aggressive.
Second free throw missed, loose ball on the ground. Adams diving for it, and he gets a knee to the head, and he's writhing in pain. Adams with his back on the hardwood, holding his head. And on the other side, another UNLV Rebel down as well. We're going to step aside here with an injury timeout. Hopefully these 2 are okay. It was Adams and Jones who collided. Jeremiah, take a look at the screen here. Adams diving for the ball, and they go head-to-head, fighting for possession, and that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. One of them's going to hurt more than the other, but I just pray and I hope that they're both okay. You never wish an injury on anybody. You never hope for anybody to get injured, no matter what, and all you could really do is hope and pray as Tyron Jones is going to the back, and hopefully he's good and hopefully he's okay, and maybe he doesn't come back this game, but hopefully he just comes back stronger than ever.
They both are up slowly, able to get up on their own, but as you said, Tyron Jones is making his way to the locker room to be examined and checked out by medical personnel. So on the court for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Jones, Green, and Brown, and for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Mills, Coit, Watts, and Payne. Brown in the left corner, driving, hit, loses the ball. Fleming Jr. recovers, 13 on the shot clock. Dangerous pass tipped out of bounds by Rice.
Yeah, dangerous pass, dangerous play in general. The Rebels are not looking into the game right now. They're not looking like they're involved. They're not unified right now. They're not playing as a team. They're all like, I don't know what it was, but when Maryland got that spark, the Rebels just dropped down. And the Rebels need to pick up their head because there's still 4.5 minutes left. And the score is only 53-61. You're not even down by a lot. You still have time to come back and play. You had a run, they had a run. It's part of the game.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Green from the left side, buries it. Cuts the lead to 5. Darius Adams did check in on the previous blown whistle, comes in for Coit. And so now on the court for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Mills, Watts, and Payne. And for UNLV, it's the same. Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Green, and Brown. 4:05 remains here in this ball game, and Maryland leads by 5, 61-56. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rice on the right wing, guarded by Green. 5. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Watts from the corner. No good from the right side. Rebound Green.
Yeah, Al Green has came in this game, and he's laid a momentum.
And a blocking foul called on Rice. He tried to take the charge, but it looked like too much of a flop. And so we're going to take a step aside and go to the break. 3:46 remain. Maryland leads by 5 here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back here on Rebel Sports Net. You're listening to UNLV Runnin Rebel basketball here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Wyatt, Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman taking a look at the upcoming schedule for UNLV sports. For the Runnin Rebels, they're back here tomorrow at the Grand Garden Arena. 9 o'clock tip-off against a top team in the nation who just lost to Gonzaga tonight in the Alabama Crimson Tide. And for the Lady Rebels, they have their Thanksgiving tip-off the 26th against Creighton, Wednesday 12 p.m. tip-off, and Friday 2:30 tip-off against Northern Iowa, and a cap off the week. On the road, the Silver State rivalry between the UNLV Rebels and the Nevada Reno Wolfpack. The Fremont Cannon remains scarlet and gray, and that looks to be the same as one of the top teams in the Mountain West looks to survive and continue on pursuit to get a berth for the Mountain West Championship title game for football.
Yeah, crazy, amazing week for the Rebels. You know, just so much games and so much sports that you can't hate. But I think the best thing is they're all intense games. You know, we're playing a great team, Maryland, and then we play another ranked team in Bama tomorrow, and then the Lady Rebels play an amazing team against Creighton, home at the Thomas and Mack, and then UNLV goes to Reno to play for that cannon again against UNR, which that's going to be a crazy game. It's a rivalry game. You got to love it. It's going to be a great game. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Wyatt.
Partner, if I'm not mistaken, we're calling the game against Creighton together, correct?
We are.
There we go.
We will be on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. So that game we'll be able to look forward to, the both of us.
Right before the turkey.
That's right. Thanksgiving on Thursday. What's your favorite side dish?
Well, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, my aunt makes the best mac and cheese.
With my Latino background, we have a special cuisine and dish called arroz con gandules. It's Spanish rice with pigeon peas. One of the best things ever made. So back here to the action. 3:35 to go. Gibbs Longhorn for 3. Off the back iron. Adams with the rebound tentatively, and a foul called on the ground. It's going to go against Maryland, and that's going to be their 7th team foul. That's Saunders' 5th team foul, and he has fouled out of this game. And so Mills will come in for him. He pushes Walter Brown in the back, and they're going to call that every time.
Yeah, that's a beautiful advantage the Rebels need to take now. They need to use that to their advantage now. But, partner, I want to tell you, there hasn't been no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So the Rebels need to put something on the board right here.
And they do by the hands of Walter Brown. His first trip to the line in a 1-and-1 opportunity, and he makes the first, and that was his first point of the game, cutting it down to a 4-point deficit.
Yeah. I want to correct myself, though. I'm sorry. I said as a whole. That was for Maryland. They haven't had a point in the last 3 minutes.
And now UNLV cuts the lead to 3. Walter Brown 2 of 2 from the line there. Maryland 61, UNLV 58. 3.5 to go here in this ball game to decide it down the stretch. On the court for Maryland, Adams, Rice, Mills, Coy, and Payne. for UNLV. Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Green, and Brown. Loose ball. Payne diving on it. Still, and it gets to Coit. Down low to Payne. Loose ball, but a foul called on the rip from Brown. And another referee jumps in and says it's on the ground, but regardless, that'll be UNLV's 10th foul. And Maryland will go line and shoot 2 since they are in double bonus with 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I do want to show, though, and I want to talk about how Walter Brown has made an impact for this squad today, especially. You know, he's been guarding Pharrell
Payne.
Pharrell Payne, sorry. He's been guarding him down low in the paint ever since Jones got out, and then ever since our big got out, he's been guarding them in the paint, and he might have fouled him twice, but he's holding it down still, and he's not making it look weak, and he's made an impact for this Rebel squad.
Payne coming into tonight has averaged 88% from the line in 4 games, and he has made 6 of 8. Missed the second free throw there. Score 62-58. 3 minutes to go to decide who wins the last game of the slate here in the Players Era Championship. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Coit, pump fake, three-pointer, buries it. A huge three-pointer down the stretch, extends the lead to 7 with 2:45 to go.
Yeah, he's coming off 41 points. He's hot still.
Fleming Jr. drives and gets the foul call on Mills. And a good take there to stop the clock and try to get some points and cut this deficit.
Yeah, drive. The Rebels still have a chance. I don't know. There's still 2.5 minutes left. There's still a chance for anything could really happen right here. The Rebels need to just be aggressive, stay attacking the rim, and just keep the game at their pace. Don't let Maryland take control of this game.
Fleming Jr., who's been 87% from the line tonight and this season, misses the first free throw there. He only has 5 points on the night. He has barely been present on the offensive side in terms of scoring. But being able to cut this deficit will be monumental. Score is currently 65 and now 59 with the split trip to the line from Fleming. 2:39 remains.
Tyron Jones actually checked in the game. He's back. You know, that hard collision head-to-head. But he's back. He's looking strong. He's looking good. Hopefully he could get a stop and use that length.
2.5 minutes to go. Maryland leads by 6. Dangerous pass. Adam gets it. Kick out. Rice for 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound. Payne goes back up with it. And 1. That might have been the dagger. And Payne, their big-time player, shows up in this big-time moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, this is Payne's return game. He didn't play last game due to injury. Or was it 2 games? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he missed last game.
He hasn't been here. So this is a return game. He has the most rest compared to everybody else. This is how he's playing. He came aggressive, and he's owning the block. He's owning the paint. He's being a paint beast like you make in 2K.
And in the first half, Payne, who only had 4 points, now has 18 on the night, complemented by 7 rebounds, has an opportunity to convert the and one here, and he does not, misses it. Rebound Jones. Maryland leads by 8, 67-59, 2:13 remains. Fleming Jr. hand off to Gibbs. Longhorn driving, left side, contact up, no good. Rebound Payne, that's his 8th rebound.
Yeah, Gibbs, he's attacking still. He's playing the game. You know, he's one of those players who he doesn't stop until the final whistle. And that's what all the Rebels need to have right now. The game's not over. The game's never over until the final whistle blows.
Cooking up top, Coit pulls it back, deep 3, buries it! Maryland with a commanding 11-point lead with 1:35 to go, and the UNLV fans are hitting the exits.
It might be 2:30 a.m. over in Maryland, but they are awake right now because Maryland is on fire right now. They're
Green from the right corner, no good. Rebound Maryland, that's Mills. And the Terps fans are in a standing ovation for their players on the court. 1:10 remains, and they're up by 11.
Yeah, Maryland really took control of this game. That UNLV let the momentum get away from them too quick. Instead of UNLV just waiting and playing their game, they let Maryland just take control of it.
Fleming Jr. with the rebound, pass ahead to Jones, who dunks it. And it's now a 9-point game. Timeout here by Coach Passner. And we're going to step aside for a quick break. 48.8 seconds remain. Maryland with a 9-point lead here on Rebel Sports Net. .8 seconds remain, and Pharrell Payne, 18 points, 8 rebounds, and he has earned his over 1,000 career points tonight here in Las Vegas, the sports and entertainment capital world. He's been putting on a show. The transfer from A&M following Buzz Williams from that program to this one here in Maryland, and they are moments away from starting the season 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a great player to watch. He's been performing at a level where he might be ready for the next level. He's been performing beautifully. He's making nice shots, making good moves. He's also just, he's not only an offensive player, he's making good defensive moves as well.
On the court for Maryland, Adams, Watts, Mills, Payne, and Coit. And for UNLV, Green, Jones, Fleming Jr., Gibbs, Longhorn, and Cunningham. Tip pass in the air, gets it up ahead. The lob, the jam to stamp it with authority. Maryland's going to come out with the win. They're up by 11. Green, pump fake, left side, hit, buries it. Still some life, but UNLV is on life support. They take their last timeout with 31.7 seconds remain. You're speechless, partner.
I don't even know what to say. I can't even tell you what just happened. I mean, it's just, like, I'm just watching UNLV's bench, and their heads are all down. And as a fan, that's not something you want to watch. That's not something you want to see, you know. And it's crazy because their heads isn't only down now. Their heads were down 3 minutes ago. When Maryland went on a little run, UNLV's head just went down, and they just gave up too quick. And that's what the Rebels just, they can't let that happen, because when you give up too early, Maryland just took that advantage, and they made the spark. They made dunks, transition. They made three-pointers, and they really let the game come to them. And that's what I said the Rebels needed to do, but the Rebels didn't let the game come. The Rebels tried to rush the game. The Rebels tried to just speed it up, and that really hurt them and affected them versus Maryland, who waited. They made like 5 passes. They had good ball movement to make a good, exquisite shot, a good three-pointer. That's just something that, as a coach, you got to be proud of.
I mean, you take a look at Buzz Williams and how he's able to corral this group, get them to be poised and focused, and only turn the ball over maybe 5 times in the last 10 minutes. A lot better than what we saw in the first half when they turned the ball over 15 times. But they were killing UNLV on the glass this second half. 46 total rebounds to UNLV's 34. They lead by 8 with 31.7 remaining. They get the inbound in.
Yeah, the Rebels can't let this happen again tomorrow. They have a big competition coming into this game tomorrow. Here again at 9 p.m. It's going to be late again, same time. They can't let that be an excuse to be tired or anything at all. They got to play ball. They can't give up. They got to just play their game, play as a team, not as one.
And this is a team that has great potential and capabilities, and a lot of stats. They lead or are top of the Mountain West in non-conference play. Yes, they've been hit with the injury bug. Yes, you know, they're playing a late game, but these are excuses that are inexcusable. You got to be able to work with what you have, deal with the cards that you were dealt with, and be able to come out and win a game. They were 3-2 coming into this game, looking to be 4-2, and they let this one slip away by costly mistakes that were self-inflicted. They can only look in the mirror tonight and say this was on us as they trail by 10 with less than 20 seconds to go.
Yep, exactly. And there's nothing else you could say. Coach Pastner, he's not going to be proud of this upset. I mean, the Rebels should have won this game. Nobody could change the way I watched this game. Nobody could change and tell me that the Rebels should not have won this game.
And Green nails a 3 from the left wing, cutting that lead to 7. But ultimately, the Maryland Terrapins win this one on the road, a late one at that, 74-67. And head coach Buzz Williams is happy they were able to survive that one here in Las Vegas on the first game in the Players Eras tournament.
Yeah, I mean, the Rebels, they had their moments. Maryland had their moments. But the difference in this game was Maryland took advantage of their moments. When the Rebels had their moments, like whenever they had the Maryland in foul trouble, they didn't knock down free throws, which hurt them. Earlier in the game, I mentioned free throws will kill them. Whenever they missed about 5 free throws in the first half, I said that'll hurt them. Look at the score. They lost by 8 points. 7.
There you go.
7 points. My bad. Sorry, guys. They lost by 7 points when they should have won. 4 of those points are from free throws in the first half. And now if you transition those free throws in the second half, I promise you the Rebels should have won this game.
3 Terrapins in double-digit scoring. Darius Adams with 15, David Coy with 11, but the player of the game, Pharrell Payne, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the field, 6 of 10 from the line, and he reached over 1,000 points in his collegiate basketball career tonight here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. To all of you listening at home, thank you so much for tuning in. Special thank you to Program Director Kevin E. Martin. From everyone here at Rebel Sports Net, Wyatt Touchet, Jeremiah Skillman. Appreciate you listening in. Have a good one. See you later, folks.